Inside the Deck is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, sellers of Magic the Gathering and many other card and board games. GatheringMagic.com, #1 resource on Magic the Gathering, strategy, and culture.
I like being able to push my opponent into corners on their end step, make them choose whether they really want to counter the spell that I'm throwing at them or worry about what I'm going to untap and do. I enjoy manipulating the stack in that manner. My name is Dennis Taylor and I'm playing Red White Burn. I am a red mage at heart, and sometimes I don't pull the trigger on playing Burn deck when it's well positioned because I'm afraid that I want it to be better than it actually is. But it's been on my radar for about a month now. I was just too afraid to play it because I was afraid that I just wanted it to be good and it wasn't actually good. But the more results I started seeing it post, I realized that it was very well positioned. And right now, this collection of burn spells are strong enough to be played in any other deck in Standard. And I don't think it's happened for quite some time, where every spell in the deck is quality enough to be in other decks. So putting them all together, the sum are definitely greater than its parts. I'm playing 9 Mountain, well, I guess 13 if you count the Sacred Foundries, 4 Scrylands, Temple of Triumph, and the 4 Mutavault as attackers. The 2 Boros Guildgate are really important. We'll see that when we get to the sideboard. The deck's probably equal parts white and red, more so in the sideboard than the main deck. Basically, it's very creature light, 4 Ash Zealot and 4 Chandra Phoenix, which are essentially just burn spells that sometimes you can reuse. Chandra Phoenix is very, very resilient, and Ash Zealot packs a lot of punch for the power, as well as mixing with your burn spells in combat very well. Sometimes you'll get a creature-heavy draw and just be able to beat them down as a regular aggro deck, but more often than not, you try to get in more damage than the mana you spend into the creature. Like if you can get 2 hits out of an Ash Zealot, it's done its job. It's a 4-point burn spell at that point. Then it's all just a matter of waiting till your opponent's end step, seeing what you can resolve, playing around with the stack, pushing them into corners where they have to make decisions they really don't want to make. I'm playing 3 Shock because generally all they do is buy back a Chandra's Phoenix or sometimes take care of a creature, but it's not the most efficient thing in the world. 2 Chain to the Rocks and 2 more in the sideboard, just for those creatures that you have to deal with. Though it doesn't deal any damage, there are generally 1 or 2 creatures that you can't deal with as a burn deck, like Boros Reckoner is very problematic for you. So Chain to the Rocks has really overperformed for me as well. 4 Searing Blood, which can be dead, it's difficult to cast, but it's definitely worth it when it works out. Magma Jet helps set up your draws with the Scry ability. Lightning Strike is about the most efficient thing, besides Boros Charm. That's just insane. But you don't use the other 2 modes very often. And main deck Skullcrack to keep any life gain from shutting you down, like Sphinx Revelation and Warleader's Helix let you race the mirror match and race the mono black deck as well. We have 2 Blind Obedience for the mirror match, 2 more Chain to the Rocks, again for the problem creatures, 2 Fated Conflagrations, green-red monsters, Jace, Elspeth. It's really overperformed for me, it's done quite well. 4 Firedrinker Satyr. You can preserve the spells in your hand and use your lands to deal extra damage, and you still have a nice handful of spells. We also have 2 Spark Trooper. Any deck that's interested in racing with you, the life gain is just insane, and being trample haste is huge. And 3 Viashino Firstblade. Much the same as Firedrinker Satyr. You try to get the most utility out of each of your creatures. And the Firstblade coming in as a 4/4 haste is huge. They've generally used their Doomblade and or Hero's Downfall, so all they have left at that point is Azorius Charm, and they really don't want to let you just do it again. I feel like my best matchup is Esper Control. Their lands not only do damage to them, but too many of them come in tapped. I'm most versed in this style deck, so I feel advantaged whenever I play the mirror match, but it's probably the most difficult. It has good matchups across the board with the top tier decks in Standard. And I feel like someone should play this deck in a tournament if they enjoy setting their opponent on fire, and who doesn't like to do that?